Be on the boat, doggy bee.
Welcome back to the Sabre 480. On the last episode, I didn't have a transom, so we chucked the boat on the ute and I headed to Jason's, where we welded a transom onto the boat and fitted some bow rails and some grab rails, and then we welded the seats in. We left the tank and I left for China. But before I left, I bought a second-hand outboard Yamaha 90. I've done a bit of work, pulled that thing to pieces, repainted it, new seals in the rams, a new gasket for the water jacket, and put it back together, and it looks like a brand newie. So I've fitted that on the boat, and here we are. Now we put the motor on. She's braced up. Step 1. Attach said motor to the roof. Yeah, you're up. So the parts we didn't use. I've packaged the original pontoons, the rear of the boat, the dash, all the parts that we couldn't use, and sent them back to Craig, and he gave me a refund, which was good of him. Now comes the tricky part. Wiring it up. Clean and tidy. No bad, no bad. Way off! Yeah, good. Just wiring up the winch. Power from the battery. Power to the winch, power to the switches, that's your fuse if it pops, that's the ECU for the motor. Actually, that's not the ECU for the motor, that's the control for the speedo, trim, everything like that. This is our power for all of our electronics eventually, and a fuse box. So, up and down with the winch, and that one's the bilge pump on and off. Bilge pump's in, it's just behind there. So motor's on and it's time to fit the windscreen. So you got to tape around the edges so you don't get the silicone onto the windscreen itself, but you've got to put a lot of glue in there. That black is all silicone. At first I didn't do that and I laid a bead and all you could see was the one bead of silicone, so I had to pull the windscreen off and redo it. And I've learnt my lesson and now I know how to put a boat windscreen in. Fitted up hydraulic steering and put an isolator switch in. So time for a water test. We've put a little tote tank in and I'll figure out where the weight's got to go. Yoo-hoo! Off to the boat ramp.
Oh, look at that, mate. Tangled up. First snag for the snaggle post. I really want to tangle it. Wait here.
Whoa, rewind a second. So this is actually the second time we've gone out. This is the first time. The first time was 26 knots in the harbour. And I think it was about a 1.2 metre swell or chop. It was horrible. But anyway, what we discovered the motor was one hole too high. So we've brought it home and I've had to drop the motor back down. And now this is me and Jake going out a second time with the motor lowered.
Machine. Out with the boys.
Just charging. 22 knots.
And I returned to Jason's to remake the fuel tank. It needs to go in the rear, not the front. I used the plasma cutter to cut up the old tank, and now we are remaking it. Fuck a little squirty hole. 2.0. She's the fuel tank 2.0. Back in the workshop. I'm going to make the tank smaller for the back of the boat. I made myself a bait board. Good to go.
Little hammer.
Fuel tank's in, plumbed up. So I've got to fit the bait board, and I've got a centre door that I've got to fit on gas struts. But first, Whakaari, White Island. So what started out as a trip to Whale Island has soon turned into a trip to Whakaari. We drove halfway down, changed our minds, grabbed some fuel tanks, and now we're heading out there. Off memory, it's about 20 nautical miles out there. Probably about 1 hour travelling time, maybe an hour and a half, depending on the weather. We've got 140 litres of fuel on board. Get into it.
Zulu Mike Romeo 8015. Zulu Mike Romeo 8015. Do you copy over? John Shallow. Oh, we brought Snagglepuss to Whakaari. Yes, the snake. She's out. Whakaari.
Old Charlie Brown here. We got Adam from downtown.
And the big smoke now, we're out deep. Gone wide in the Sabre and the Snaggle. That's it, snag.
If you know, you know. She's a good day.
Cold day, Whakaari.
It's not a perfect day, but it's near. You see the bottom, clear as day. Fucking hell. Couple little birds around.
Good one.
What were you seeing down there, Charlie?
Down there, the law. Yeah, there was a huge one, bro, but it was right against the rocks, and I was like, oh, fuck my spear. That was a penny up on it. Oh, the water's actually not that bad, eh?
Nah, just the current's a little bit strong.
Oh, fuck yeah. Right, it's a good swim back here, eh?
Yeah, we're out to shore. I mean, out to sea. We're out to sea.
Looks like me, I'm out here. You can't say no to that.
Oh, the missus will be happy.
Oh, right. That's a fucking decent. Way! Watch out!
Settle down, mate.
There's got fucking diesel and petrol all over the floor. Oh, he's fucking getting having a jizz!
That'll be good for the YouTube.
Oh. Bro, I dropped that ping now, man. I just went down and get it again.
Did you?
So I was like, oh.
Aw, loser. What have we got in the
Blue
bin?
dog?
One blue mau mau.
Look at these, bro.
Bruh, that's a
They
good.
are decent.
That's a good pinky.
Yeah,
One pink mau mau.
this one got eaten by the fucking
Two-
moray eels.
Two pink mau
That one
mau.
got mowed by the moray.
And there should be a baby pink mau mau.
Nah, I got that one.
Oh, a little black one.
Oh, shit, that's
My first one.
illegal?
There's no size.
Wow.
Ew. First pink mau
I'm
mau.
gonna gut that.
Give up.
Pretty sure with Simon we went round here, bro. And that's where we got the scorpion fish, but it was like nothing yet.
Oh yeah.
There's my two from earlier. What is that? Oh, what are they?
That's the things on all the gigs video.
What are they?
There's like a little shrimp that lives in this.
What? Oh, look at the fish!
Yeah, bro, this is the spot. Get the dogs. Full screen. Center. That's a sheep. It looks like a big fish. That's a whale.
How bloody good. The first decent trip, and we took it to Whakaari, White Island. About an hour getting out there. I used 67 litres of petrol, and it was about an hour and a half to get back. And what do you know? The following week, I had a surprise visit from a mate, Tucker. He snuck all the way over from South Australia without me knowing.
The next flash is going all the way to 6. Yes,
These South Australians are a long way from home, so the best thing we can do is take them on the water and show them a true slice of paradise in New Zealand. Lake Tarawera hot pools. Ooh, I do love a hot pool.
The beds are blowing all the way to Sydney, but they're dancing and they're singing all around the bar. There's nothing like a beer to wash it down. Batten down the hatches, the wind is getting stronger. Looks as though we're staying in tonight. Yes,
We're
I'm
live.
talking about
Snapchat.
Harry Hotel Parachill, where you are grown over.
Big moment here. Got the foam flooring. Picked up, CNC routed. Let's fit it. She's all there, boy. Just sitting there for now. Oh, it's gonna be good. Ooh-wee. We're getting there. That one's done, that one's done, that one's done. Didn't really line up with this, so I tried to just meet that on top. But yeah, got these ones done. Mate, get it wrapped one day. Snagglepuss. Where'd you go? Done the foot things, bit of acetone to clean the alloy. It's just like double-sided tape. You peel that back and then you lay it down like that, like he did. Hey, boysy! Busy boy! Mate, you've grown up with the boat. How good. The old Yamaha 90 I done up, bro. Looks like brand new. There's all the flooring. She's all go. Underfloor fuel tank here, right up to here, and then this is a storage facility. So yeah, thanks for watching. I suppose you're going to ask how I like it. I'm actually loving the boat. Real stable, cuts through the water really nicely. It's only a 4.8 metre overall, including the boarding platforms, but it's a really wide boat, so you can fit a lot of stuff in it. If I was going to change anything, I'd just extend the pod where the motor bolts on so that the motor can tilt fully up. That's probably the only thing I'd do. Yeah, now to build the rocket launcher and get it wrapped, but other than that, loving it. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe.